Morning. It's reasonably early, not too early. Jackie's still in bed, and I thought I'd come out and have a sit by the lock side and just let you see where we stayed last night. It is so unbelievably peaceful, and we almost passed this wild camp up. We stayed here yesterday afternoon and had a bit of a tea break and a nana nap, and then went on further around the island and realised there wasn't really that many wild camping spots around, so we trucked it all the way back to here. In reality, it was only about probably no more than 20 miles, but on the single track roads it was a pretty long drive. But when we got back, I think we both realised things happen for a reason, and if we hadn't have come back and if we hadn't have been able to not find a wild camp round the far side, we wouldn't have found this amazing place. It had calmed down a lot, the wind had died down, we had the most brilliant rainbows yesterday, and seemingly had the best rainbows without the rain, which was remarkable as well. Another cheeky bonus was that camping next to us, there's a big white box, of course, because we're on Mull and there's always big white boxes around. But there's some French campers, and they've got two cats with them. So Jackie was in seventh heaven, stalking these two cats as they have a wander around the lakeside periodically. So yesterday we were weather dodging absolutely. We had showers on and off most of the day. We started off with our wild swim, which was a new experience, and it was actually really invigorating. The coldness sort of stuck with us and woke us up, and it was a really nice feeling. So perhaps Mr. Wilhoff has some method in his madness. But anyway, we then were in and out of the van most of the day, trying to get photo opportunities wherever we could, and capture the amazing landscapes. It wasn't easy because, as I say, it was raining on and off. And then we came to this wild camp, and it settled down, and it was just beautiful last night. And this morning is just stunning. And to have this to myself, to sit here on a rock looking out at all of that, doing my morning journaling and my morning gratitude, it's a really special opportunity, and something that I never thought I'd have on a weekday when the rest of the world is carrying on, and we're just here having adventures. Also, it's coming out a little bit late, but happy birthday, Luke. It's your birthday today. The first thing we've got to do is we've got to pack up. We've got to drive up the coast a little bit to try and find some signal and send you birthday wishes. But love you loads, mate. See you soon. I think I better go and wake Jax up now and get the day going. So here we go, parental duties well and truly done. Wished Luke a happy birthday, having finally found signal. And we're off.
That's where we're going. Well, behind there somewhere. We're going to find Ben Moore.
Hopefully it'll clear at the top. That's the first peak. We've got no idea. Well, we have, because there's no footpaths on the OS maps, but there is a route up there.
I have got spare socks with me though, because it looks like it's going to be very wet up there.
It's going to be really wet. So as predicted, probably the first mile was just through bogs. We'll do a shoe check in a minute because I think Jackie's been up to her ankles in it. Hopefully we're on the ridge. Oh, we are on the ridge, and it should be a little bit drier now, but we could just spot somewhere. I think we camped there last night, and Nelson is parked down there, and we're 40 minutes into this with nearly 200 meters of climbing, and the weather is brightening all the time. It's a bit dark here, but it's the only place that we can shelter out the wind. I think we're just about at the turnaround point, and we're just going up that ridge up to Ben, I can't even remember its name now. Benmore, thank you. Morning.
As you can see, we're right by the seaside, and we're at a campsite called Bidden Farm Campsite at the north end of the island, and we're sat next to the van. It's just absolutely beautiful and calm.
Spoken like a true Yorkshireman, it's the best 20 quid anyone could ever spend. The story behind this is we came up here about 4 years ago, and the campsite, we drove all the way down. It's a hell of a drive down to the southernmost tip of the island. Drove all the way down, and the campsite was shut, and the ferry to Iona was also broken, so we had a bit of a failed journey, but came down again, and yeah, it was just lovely last night.
Yeah, we had a campfire at sunset. It was a lot windier, and the wind just whipped through the fire, but that was lovely.
And waking up this morning to this, we'll show you some footage of the dawn breaking, and it was, yeah,
well
wonderful.
Worth the trip. For the rest of the day, we're going to go across to Iona, which is a little island just behind us, have a good walk around. There's a monastery there that we want to take some photos of.
And there's a few, hopefully, wild swimming spots that we want to find and revisit that we've been to before and never actually swum there. Not entirely sure whether it's a wetsuit day or a non-wetsuit day. I don't think I'm quite ready for non-wetsuit day. on Iona, and what better thing to do when you're on a religious commune is to find the nearest beach and go for a swim. Well, no surprises, that was absolutely freezing. Morning, welcome to the reality of van life. It's been a really rough night. It's blowing an absolute hoolie as predicted, and I reckon
I'm staying in bed.
Yeah, and we've probably got 24 hours in bed. We're just trying to work out how we can move off from the campsite without actually getting out of the van. It could be a challenge.